just the third 6-0 start to a season in school history and second in as many years. So we'll take an opening statement from Coach and then open the room for questions.
Well, really proud of the group. Got another good win against a team that's scrappy and gritty. Obviously, our coaching staff's very familiar with these guys. They were from the Big Sky, same league as Sacramento State, and Coach over there does a great job. So knew that he'd have his team ready. Took us a little while to really get going. Defensively, we got it dialed in the second half. Really proud of the group. And, you know, these games are always tricky when you got a team like Notre Dame lingering in South Florida, lingering in a trip to the Cayman Islands, to get them focused. These games are always dangerous, so could not be more proud of us handling our business and doing what we needed to do. And excited to be 6-0. I think we're in a really good position. We still got a lot of things to continue to get better at. Yeah, the last two games, our team really did a great job in the second half. Came out really focused, and that's a sign of a mature team, a veteran team, how you start second halves. In the last two games, we've done a great job. I also, before I forget, Nia did an amazing job on the scout, had our team really well prepared. And I think it showed in the second half. We got to have a halftime talk and talk about the things that we needed to do a little bit better and the things that we needed to clean up. And this group, you guys, is smart. It's a very veteran group, and you're able to make some halftime adjustments, and they can come out and execute it in the second half.
What did you do? Idaho State was doing a nice job getting that extra pass and getting you guys with kind of that back cut. What did you guys do to adjust on that, or was that just a matter of rotating a little faster on help?
Yeah, they're a great cutting team, and we knew that coming in, but you kind of have to feel it. And so the first half, you know, that's why you play two halves. And so the first half, they got us a couple times on their cuts and their motion. And once you kind of got a feel for it and understanding of it, the second half, I think they scored 17 points total in the second half. And so we were able to kind of flex our muscle and lock in defensively. And then once you get stops, you get out in transition. And we're really good in transition. And so, but if you take the ball out of the net, it's hard to get out in transition.
They also did a really good job rebounding against you guys. They out-rebounded you in the first half by a pretty solid margin. Was that just, I mean, you played a lot of games, got to have some tired legs at this point a little bit.
Yeah, well, one, they do a great job of that. And that was in the scout, and so we knew that. And so we buckled down in the second half. But they're a scrappy, gritty group. These guys compete and play hard. So tip of the cap to them for doing that. At the same time, you know, we're on a stretch where our team had gone, I think, 6 straight days. Our last day off was Monday. And so they've been grinding this week. So I'm proud of them. We got it done. Played really well the second half, and we finished the game strong. KG gave us great minutes, a lot of energy. She impacted the game. And so that was great for us. Proud of her. Yeah, the lineups, you guys, we're one of our blessings is our talent and being able to play different ways against different opponents. So we're still tinkering with that stuff. I feel very comfortable putting different players in the starting lineup because of who we have and the veteran group that we have. And so I know we're going to need different lineups throughout the year. Fortunately, we haven't had injuries, you know, and we've been able to play a consistent group. But the course of the season, you never know what's going to come, and so you want everybody to be ready.
Well, and you have Agnes back, she's been back a couple games now. Just talk about how good it is to have her back and that kind of extra rebounding.
Agnes impacts the game with her energy, toughness, grit. You know exactly what you're going to get from her. And so she's still getting back in the swing of things. So she missed roughly about 2 weeks of practices in a couple of games to start the season. So she's still really getting comfortable as well. But she's an elite level shooter, elite level competitor, great leader. And so it's good for her to get these minutes and continue to get in rhythm.
You talk about elite shooters. Was this the first game where you really felt like Hailey was hitting kind of close to what she's capable of?
Yeah, well, they were daring her. They were going under all the pick and rolls and kind of giving her those pull-up jumpers. And so I'm proud of her to get in a rhythm. She hit those. I don't even know what she finished with. She went 10 for 16, 4 for 9 from 3, 27 points. It's funny, we just talked about, I don't really believe in shooting slumps. You know, you over the course of the season, the data's going to average out. You're going to be what you are. And so, you know, we're 4 or 5, 6 games into it. Don't sweat it if you're missing some shots. Just keep shooting good shots. That's all I care about. Keep shooting good shots, and they'll fall. And so tonight, Hailey, you know, hadn't been shooting great to start the season, and she put a really good game together. She ended up with 27. I didn't even know that. But I knew she was in a good rhythm, so proud of her.
Madison as well, I thought shot the ball really well, and she continues to shoot with a ton of confidence. When you have a team that's doubling and tripling Sedona, when you have going under the pick and roll, having that third option, what does that mean for you guys offensively?
Yeah, Madison's one of the best shooters I've ever coached, one of the best shooters in college basketball. She took 7 threes. I wish we could get her 14, but the other team also knows she's a pretty good shooter. But today they were double, and it took us a half to really get comfortable with the double team and playing out of that. And we did. We settled in the second half and got great options, great shots out of that. So it's kind of pick your poison with our group. If you don't double Sedona, she's hard to handle down there. And if you double, you kind of roll the dice with our shooters.
With the massive results you've been having, 30-plus wins, what's the one specific message that you've been hitting home that you want to see every game from these girls?
Yeah, defend and rebound. That's the offensive piece will take care of itself because of the way the kids are sharing the ball. That's something sometimes you got to work through with this amount of talent early on, is sharing the ball and hammering home on that. And they're doing that organically, which is incredible. And so our consistent theme is defend and rebound, defend and rebound. And we still got to get better at that. I think the last 2 games, the second half, we defended and rebounded at a high level. But the last 2 games, we haven't done that for 40 minutes. So in order to beat, South Florida and Notre Dame, you're going to have to play for 40 minutes on that end and defend and rebound at a high level. And so that's something we're still working on. And then this is a journey of every season, talking and communicating. For young people, it's hilarious. Off the court, they don't stop talking. And on the court, it's hard to get them to talk. And so that's always a journey each season. To be great defensively, you got to communicate at a high level. Sedona scored 1,000 points. That's incredible. That really is. If you've known her journey, a little over 2.5 years ago, she was kind of done with college basketball. And to have her come back, it's kind of neat. Her career got resurrected here kind of as we're resurrecting our program. And so Sedona means the world to our staff in this program. And for her to come here, and it's neat. Our program has been rising, and so has Sedona. And it was just kind of the right place at the right time and just a perfect fit for her and us. And so that's been a neat journey. I didn't know she got 1,000, but that's really special. So we'll honor her our next home game with the ball, kind of like Hailey did. And really proud of Sedona.
You guys will hit the road for the first time. You play back-to-backs for the first time. How do you kind of manage preparation, getting rest, and then the distractions of it being a no-school time for these your team athletes as well?
Yeah, this is actually a really fun time. This and Christmas break, they're kind of like pros. You don't have class. You just got to focus all on basketball. Some of these road trips are really good for the group. You get time away outside of your comfort zone, and you got a roommate that you get to go spend time with, and every meal's together as a team. And so we're ready for that. The homestand did what you hope it would do, which is get your year off to a great start. And then now you're going to go really, really challenge yourself. And I'm telling you, South Florida just got beat by Louisville today in a great battle. And then obviously Notre Dame is one of the best teams in the country, if not the best team in the country. The performance they had on the road at SC was an incredible performance. And so we got 2 games, 80 minutes of basketball. It's going to be elite. And we're going to have to be locked in, and we're going to have to play better than we did today.
Aside from winning these games, when you go on the road, what are you most looking forward to going on the road with these girls, playing this type of competition over the break like you talked about?
Yeah, it's the journey of a season. It's road trips. It's time together. And it's figuring out how to win and competing. And sometimes your group grows through great wins. Sometimes it takes hard losses. You just got to navigate that journey. And the next step is obviously these two games. And we haven't done it yet where we play back-to-back games, 80 minutes. And so there's going to be a lot of mental toughness it's going to take to be locked in for that 80-minute stretch. And so it'll be fun to see how we respond, how we handle this road trip. And obviously it's to a beautiful location, which is fun and everything, but it's a business trip. It really is. It's an 80-minute business trip with some good food.
I'm gonna say Thanksgiving. What's your go-to Thanksgiving food?
I'm pretty simple. I love turkey and gravy and stuffing, sparkling cider. Thanksgiving, I love it. So I know Jesse, our ops, does an amazing job organizing everything for us. So we'll have a great Thanksgiving team dinner, and then I'll be watching film on the beach. Well, thanks, you guys. Thanks for coming. Happy Thanksgiving, you guys.
Safe travels, you guys.
Thank you. You guys aren't coming?
You want to sneak me on the team play?
I would if I.
Sorry, I messed it up.
Well, tried to give them a day off, but didn't let me a day. That was nice. For TC with at least 5 threes, and Hailey, that was
Nice.
TC's career high point scored. So questions for these two.
Haley, coach talked about how they were going under screens and kind of daring you to shoot.
Yeah.
Do you see that happen? How big do your eyes get?
I try to just keep playing within myself. I know that I can shoot the 3. If they want to do that, I mean, I went 4 for 9, so that sucks for them. But yeah, like if they want to do that, if I feel like shooting 3, I'll shoot it. But at the same time, like if they want to go under, we're gonna rescreen, and I'm still gonna either get a shot or Sedona's gonna be wide open. So at this point, whatever they decide to do, we have something for that. And if I feel like shooting it, I'll shoot it. And I made them today, so that's good for us and bad for them. But I'm gonna keep working on my consistency, and Coach Mark is encouraging me to keep letting it fly. So that's a risky combination. A coach that's giving me confidence, and you're going under. So know that.
Sedona's not there. You don't have someone like that.
Yeah, I got Maddie filling behind, and like.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about some of the other guards and the depth that you have when you know you can kick to the middle school.
Yeah, no, it's exactly what you said. Like, I have no pressure. If they want to go under, if I feel like shooting it, I can. But if I don't want to shoot it, the defense that's helping in, they're helping off Maddie Connor. They're helping off Taylor Bigby, who shoots a really high percentage from the 3. Maddie went 5 for 7 today. Again, like, pick your poison. So I don't feel any urge to rush shots, to force shots. My teammates are very talented, and, it puts defenders in a bad spot. So.
Madison, I think you started like 4 for 4 from 3. You just talked about kind of your game plan, the way you were shooting.
Yeah, I mean, I have confidence to shoot those shots. I know I can knock them down, and they were giving me a little bit too much space, so I'm going to shoot it with confidence. I mean, I make those shots, so they're falling today.
You also, I've seen you be more aggressive going to the basket the last couple of games as well. Is that teams overplaying, seeing your opportunities, or just continuing to round into an even more complete player?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't want to be just a shooter. I mean, that's kind of easy to guard. If I can just guard the three-point line, don't have to worry about me attacking or passing or doing whatever I else can do. I mean, I've been working on passing the ball a little bit better. Today I had 4 assists, 2 turnovers. So kind of that's something that I've really been emphasizing on my game, because I want to be very multidimensional in what I can do and the areas that they have to focus on me on the scouting report.
You guys are both obviously elite scorers in college basketball. Really hit 2,000 points last game. But what you've done defensively, not just individually, but as a team, can you talk about that, especially the second half today?
Yeah, I think we're fun to watch because we almost play like a Spurs-style offense. Like, the ball doesn't stick. Everyone feels free to shoot, to score, to put pressure on the defense. So we do, like, me and Maddie obviously are extremely skilled offensively, but we don't have to force anything. So if you're taking away tough shots that normally, like, on her team last year, or on my previous teams, like, I've had to force tough shots because I haven't had the luxury of such talented supporting cast, like our percentages are gonna go up because we're playing with other talented players. So, I really enjoy playing in this offense. I enjoy playing with Maddie, with Sedona. So I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg, and I'm excited to see how we continue to improve.
Well, and talking about the defense, felt like the second half was where that really started to pick up for you guys. What did Coach say to you guys at halftime? What kind of changed for you guys going into the third quarter on defense?
Just knowing who we have on the back end of this. I mean, we go to the Cayman Islands. We play Notre Dame, who's an extremely skilled team. They have two dynamic guards that can score at a really high level. They're in a full team that's stacked. So we have to be able to lock in and no scout and just have a better focus overall. We didn't come out with the best focus in the first half. So that was an emphasis in the second half, just controlling what we can control. I mean, offensively, we were playing very well. I mean, we share the ball. We take good shots. So offensively, it's flowing pretty well, but defensively, we definitely were kind of a little bit checked out in the first half, so we had to have an emphasis to start the second half off better.
The rebounding the first half was a little bit of a struggle. Coach mentioned it, you guys have gone 6 straight days, you've been playing 2 games a week. How much are you looking forward to just having a little bit of time to catch your breath, no school for the next few days? How does that help you just with recovery and preparation?
Yeah, I mean, obviously rebounding is an effort thing, and so clearly we were a little fatigued. And you hate to say that because it's not really an excuse. Every time we get an opportunity to play, it should be no question on our effort. We were a little fatigued today, but we do get a day off and we get a couple days prep before Notre Dame, so we'll be fresh. We shouldn't have any excuse to be fatigued, and so I'm excited to see our increase in effort. But for as much as your understanding of the fact that we were tired, we also can't accept that level of play. So we'll watch film and we'll get better.
With what Mark has done in the last couple of years with you guys adding to the rosters, really how hard is it to do what he's done and what you guys have done in such a short period of time?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't happen in college basketball, really. I mean, you see the transfer portal is kind of crazy to get a whole bunch of girls to play the right way, to have fun, not have any pettiness going on in the locker room. I mean, it's extremely rare, but I feel like that's just a testament to who he recruits and the individuals that we are as girls. I mean, girls are full of drama, and we really don't have any. So, I mean, that's very rare. When we play basketball, I mean, we're all here for the right reasons. I mean, we have the average age of 22, so I feel like we know what we want to do here. I mean, all of us have aspirations and dreams to go play pro, so I feel like we're just hooping, and that's showing on the stat sheets and in the game. So.
Hailey, I asked Mark about it on Tuesday, but we haven't seen you since the video with your double-double assists and the emotions that you showed, and he said that it was a lot more about just an assist number. Can you talk about, is it fair to say the joy that you rediscovered playing basketball this season?
Yeah, I mean, and that's a tribute to a lot of the environment that I'm in. Obviously, everybody knows my story, and it's been far from what I thought it would be. But at the same time, that was a very personal moment for me, and with my personality, it's hard for me to let people see me get like that, especially that was the whole world saw it. But at the same time, it is an inspiring story, and it's a story about perseverance. It's a story about self-belief. And I couldn't have done it without the people around me. My teammates here, Mark obviously has been a huge influence for me. But I'm proud of what I've been able to do just mentally to come back from things that I've came back from. Like, a lot of people don't even know the half of what I've been through. And that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, people don't need to know. I've had a great support system. I couldn't be happier with the team that I have this year and the coaches I have. So, I mean, I think I'm just excited to keep playing. So.
Madison, you guys had a really unique spotlight on you last year for all of the wrong reasons, right? This year the spotlight is on for all of the reasons that you hope to play college basketball for. What do you look ahead to this matchup with top 6 team in the country, probably higher by the time you play them Thursday? What does that mean for you as a player to have that kind of showcase, that kind of opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, last year we did have a great spotlight on us to begin with. I mean, we went 14-0, first time in program history. I mean, we turned the program around to a certain extent, and then we got hit with back-to-back injuries within 2 weeks, so I feel like that kind of completely flipped our season around. But I'm super excited. We have an extremely talented group, and I mean, I feel like we have never had this matchup in school history, and Notre Dame's probably going to be like the number 2 team in the country come tomorrow probably. So, I mean, they're an extremely talented group. I feel like we're an extremely talented group too. I mean, we had a test against NC State, and we came out and we performed to a higher level. I mean, obviously we're going to have to go do better than that. I mean, they're a really good, talented team, and they have 2 really good guards. So, I mean, it's just going to be a test, and it's exciting that it's going to be on probably ESPN. Is it ESPN game? Oh, man, whatever.
Flo.
Flo.
Dang it,
Oh,
Flo.
man. But, yeah, subscriptions. But, no, I'm just super excited to play that caliber of a team and kind of just see where we're at.
Any other questions? All right, thanks, everyone.
Trish.
Safe travels
Peace.
on